Right, we're here in the Exchange Bar in the Cultural Quarter during the 18th Leicester Comedy Festival, and I'm joined by...
Kate Bassett.
Hi Kate, thanks very much for agreeing to talk to us. Now, you're actually a panellist on the Leicester Comedy Festival. When did you first apply to become a panellist?
Back in November last year.
Okay, and what do you think qualifies you to be a panellist?
I love comedy. I've been going to comedy shows for a long number of years, and I'm completely unshockable.
Completely unshockable. Do you think that's a useful trait to have as a panellist?
Definitely.
Yeah, excellent. So, I mean, we're 4 or 5 days into the festival now. Is it everything you thought it would be?
It's better. It's a really friendly festival, and I've seen some people that I've never seen before, so that's always a bonus.
Okay. Are there kind of things that you think you're not looking forward to, that you've drawn on your panellist list, and you think, oh, that's really going to challenge my own sort of personal taste and things like that?
Not yet, because some of the people I've never seen before, so I've been doing a bit of YouTube and Google research, and I think I've struck lucky this year.
Now, you were saying to me that comedy's quite subjective, isn't it?
It is.
On the actual person involved. Do you think that makes it harder or easier to be a panellist? Because really, you've got to kind of look at lots of different things, haven't you?
In some ways it can make it harder, but if you are a panellist, you have to keep an open mind, and you might find that you're pleasantly surprised. Also, it's not just about whether you like the show or not. If you're sat in a show that everybody else is really enjoying, that might be an indicator that perhaps it's not to your taste, but it's a good show.
So, now, from my point of view, if I was a panellist and I didn't find it funny, I'd find it really difficult to be objective about that if everyone around me was laughing. So do you think that's one of the biggest challenges?
It is a big challenge, but the more you do, it's not happened to me very often, but when it does, you have to think hard about why you weren't enjoying it when everybody else was.
Well, we were talking about you're a panellist rather than a judge, and then you'd end up judging the audience because they're all laughing at something you don't find funny. So what venues have you got to cover during the comedy festival?
I think pretty much all of them. So far I've been to, can't remember, the Criterion and the Crumbling Cookie, and I haven't yet been to Firebug. I've been to Kyle as well. I did a marathon session at Kyle on Sunday, part of their buy one show, sit in for 7.
Now, one of the other judges or panellists that I was speaking to was just saying the amount of commitment that you have to have as a panellist, you know, sort of the commitment to the whole festival, to see a number of shows. What's your personal commitment to it when it comes to sort of time and stuff like that?
Well, I'm here every day for the festival until very nearly the end, and I'm here every evening watching as many shows as I'm sent to, and I just love it. It's like a hobby to me, so it's not a hardship.
Now, one of the panellists was also saying to me they've used up some of their annual leave, and so they're on holiday in Leicester watching the comedy festival. Have you made that same sort of commitment yourself?
Sort of. I'm semi-retired, so it's less of an issue. But usually, well, for the last 6 or 7 years, my summer holiday's been in Edinburgh doing that sort of thing. So, yeah, it is a big commitment.
Are you a panellist? Have you been a panellist before at comedy festivals or any kind of sort of judging panels?
I have. I was a Perrier panellist in 2004.
And whereabouts was that?
In Edinburgh.
Okay. And how would you compare the two festivals? I mean, Edinburgh is well established and things like that, but at the end of the day, you know, the Leicester Comedy Festival is Europe's longest running festival now. I mean, do you think it brings a whole different... It's a different type of festival, and it's not... I always get the impression from Jeff he's not trying to compete, he's just trying to be, you know, as good as he can be here in Leicester.
I think it's a very different feel, but it's actually a really friendly festival here, and because it's running for 17 days this year, you get to see a great deal. Edinburgh's very big, and you can get sort of lost in the welter of shows that are available. Here it's more contained and more accessible.
Brilliant. Kate, thank you very much for agreeing to talk to us.